app kind of girl? Like you like to ride it?
Everywhere. It's whatever. Like I'm there. I'm with the shits. I'm with the shits. Please don't slide in my DMs. Because I can't, like, you know, like people, like I can't do the like, oh, I'm gonna hump him and then I'm gonna go hump this person, then I'm gonna go hump this person because I need some shoes. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm monogamous.
What's up? It's Lip Service, and I know we've been playing these tour dates on Lip Service, so now we are back with a brand new live episode, so we're excited to be here. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi McGuire.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
I'm Passport Cutty.
I'm Lil Mo.
Hey, she felt right in place. Yeah, she's like, I know what's happening here.
Yeah, right. She didn't bid on enough of these. 1, 2, 3, 4,
let's get it.
Now, L'Oreal, as you all know, has a brand new job.
Yes.
So she lives in Atlanta now. So she'll be in and out. You know, Gigi lives in Atlanta now too.
Yes.
And me too. That's
yes.
like
We're
all in Atlanta.
Yeah,
we should all move.
Hey, slow down. Would you move to Atlanta?
Yep.
Cutty?
She had an apartment in Atlanta a few years ago.
Yeah.
She had dual citizenship for a while.
I know Stephanie would move anywhere.
I'm a gypsy. Maybe one day I'll try Atlanta.
I think that's what I am too, because like with my dad being ex-military, like me moving, I'd be like, I live in Atlanta today. I'm in my daughter about to go to college in North Carolina. I'll be living there too.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, happy 2020, y'all.
Yes, happy New Year.
This is our first time all being together like this in 2020. I just had a birthday.
Oh, I thought you were about to say a baby. I'm about to say
no.
Yeah.
Surprise, I was gone for a minute. No.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So it's good to be back, and we have some new things we're going to do on Lip Service, and we're going to start with you, Passport Cutty.
What?
Because you gave us a full disclosure. Now, full disclosure.
Oh, we starting with the full disclosure?
We're starting with this.
Disclosure.
So full disclosure is when you get to tell a story about yourself that could be sexy, it could be embarrassing, it could be funny, it could be grimy, whatever you want it to be. So Passport Cutty, what's your full disclosure story?
Damn, I thought we was going to like lead into this.
Nope.
Okay, so.
Oh, God.
About maybe 3 years ago, I had started a really strict diet. I was working out. I wasn't going out. I wasn't drinking and water and healthy food only. And then I had a business meeting at Benihana, and I hadn't had anything good in so long. I was like, more garlic butter. Put more garlic butter.
That's a good business meeting, by the way, at Benihana.
So
were y'all at the table with other people during this business meeting?
No, actually, it was a lot of people that were with her.
Oh, it was all together.
Yeah,
okay.
So I was like, more. And then when we left, I'm walking to the garage to get my car, and I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Something feel oily.
Like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom.
They ain't coming out.
And I'm like, all right, you know how like you just squeeze a little bit. You're like, oh yeah, I can make it. You know, like whatever. Thank the Lord it was the winter time because it just went and just exploded.
Wow.
Why you shit on yourself?
While they were pulling my car out the garage, but I had like a long coat on. So I had on, thank the Lord, I had on black pants, black coat, black everything. So when I got in the car, I had like
and you had to like sit on
roll.
it.
So you had to sit in your shit?
You had cloth or leather seats.
I had leather, but I had a roll of toilet. I had a roll of paper towel in the trunk. So I got in the car real quick, and then I pulled off to the side and started stuffing my pants with the paper towel just to hold it so that I could get all the way home.
Damn.
And then so I was driving, like, sitting on the paper towel and mixed in the shit. And, like, as I'm...
Oh, my God.
Wait, and you live in a building...
Like,
well, at the time, you lived in a building where you guys was very busy in the
I
lobby.
swear
And
to
you were
God.
in the elevator.
When I got out the car, I was walking... I did not want anybody to talk to me,
I would
see
think
me. I was like...
They probably thought you got your butt done.
I was like...
With paper towels on her ass.
I was hoping nobody was in the elevator with me.
Yeah.
It was the most... I actually... didn't tell nobody that story.
So this is the first time,
Yes.
full disclosure.
Oh, everybody done dookied on themselves a little bit. One time,
A little bit.
This was a lot.
It wasn't a little bit.
It wasn't
like more than a handful?
Yes,
Yikes.
it was like diarrhea.
Oh,
Damn.
no.
Because it was that garlic butter.
And the garlic butter brought down all the vegetables
Yeah.
you've been
It
eating
was
and all
just
of that fiber.
crazy.
It cleans you out.
My body could not hold it
Yeah.
since I was
That's the thing.
eating
After
so-
you do like a detox
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
you can't just go and eat anything crazy right after
then
because
you'll
you
have
will
that
shit on
problem.
yourself like Alex did.
Oh.
Am I right? Your
they
stomach
wouldn't
start
know,
feeling
but-
no, because
But
your stomach bubble.
How far was the ride from the restaurant to your
Oh
house?
no, it was Midtown to New Jersey.
So that was about a
Like
good
20 minutes.
Now my butt would have been itching too much. I got to wash my butt.
There was
after
nothing I
that.
could
What
do.
could you do though? You can't do nothing.
I would
about
have went
it.
back at Benihana's and been like,
No, you can't go in Benihana's like
I
that.
with a mask on, something. I can't ride in Dookie.
You don't know till you tried it.
I tried it. Hello.
You did.
Girl,
You wrote some shit.
Child.
Wait, hold on. Now here's another full disclosure.
I'm just kidding, child.
I mean, the closest I say I've been to that is I have had to ride in some blood before.
Oh, child.
That
Well,
is-
that don't stink.
Yeah,
like shit.
But that's the worst. Like when you bleed all over yourself.
Oh, yeah, when your period
Yeah.
come on by accident and
Yeah.
you in a foreign, you like, bitch. Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Damn, all this happened to me last week. Y'all can tell me some shit ain't never happened to me.
Well, no, that's on you. Now, you're
No, I don't want to go
disclosure.
next. Let me go last because my shit is disgusting.
All right. I know you got one, Gigi.
Oh man, I didn't prepare to think about anything.
A full disclosure.
Yeah.
I got one.
Okay,
Come
Steph.
on,
I
Steph.
got one. I got one.
Save.
One time I was in Miami and I was in Miami and I was like going out with some guy that I liked, and it was the first time we were going out, and I had my period. I just got my period that day. So whatever, I took a shower, got cute, whatever. I leave the house and I forgot to put a tampon on.
Oh, my God.
So I'm like walking towards I got in the car and I said, oh shit. I was like, you gotta leave me at a CVS. You gotta leave me at a Duane Reade. And he had sent me the car. I was like, you gotta wait for me. I was like, I gotta go to Duane Reade. And I'm literally running through the Duane Reade. And it's the first day of my period. So like by the time I got to the bathroom, I had blood running down my leg. I had to buy baby wipes and all types of shit to clean myself up. No, but I worked it out. It worked out.
I worked it out.
I bought some baby wipes. I was just running around the whole night in a
you were in the right
club.
place.
I was at the club with a full pack of tampons and a full pack of baby wipes
in your bag.
Liddy.
in my bag.
So my full disclosure story isn't anything like that with like blood or shit.
Shit.
No excrements.
But I got caught being racist.
Ah, shit.
It's bad.
Oh God, we're not
did you
racist.
do?
It's bad. I'm not racist. I'm not racist.
But you got caught being racist, so
I
you
got
were being
caught saying
racist.
some racist things.
What'd you say? That sounds like
So-
something a racist would say, by the way.
I'm
not racist, but I got 3 white friends.
No, see, now I had a white boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we went to Vegas and we went to go see what's this guy's name? He sings Copacabana.
Tom Bennett.
No, the
No,
other
I
one.
just said it. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's him. Yeah, him.
I know you talk about, but
So,
I just saw it
I
on
can't
Martin,
think of his
so.
name, but we went to go
He
see
sings
him.
it's not unusual.
Yes,
to
yes,
be-
yes.
Tom
No,
something.
y'all know who I'm talking about.
The guy who Carlton does a dance for.
Yeah, that guy. So we go to see this guy, right? And I'm like the only black person in the audience. Now I enjoyed the show, right? Because it was a nice show. But the next day, I'm in the hotel room, and it's like a big old suite. So I'm like in the bedroom, and I'm thinking that the person can't hear me talking. So I'm talking mad shit about being the only black person in the audience and what black people go to see that show. And yeah, he overheard the whole conversation.
Who? So the guy who was
Yeah.
the
Copacabana
Tom
guy?
Jones.
The
I just
boyfriend.
I said it was Tom somebody.
No,
I
not
almost
that guy.
said Tom Joyner.
So it's another name. Not that guy.
Oh, I was gonna say I just googled
What's
it.
his name? That's not him.
You
Oh.
Googled it
Well,
yourself?
whoever the guy was.
Yeah, I'm gonna
heard
figure it
you.
out. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna circle back around. But yeah.
He overheard you.
So my boyfriend at the time. Who?
That's what I just said.
No, that's not who I'm talking about. It's another person.
You the one that told us the
Wrong
story.
song. Sorry. Y'all know it's another person. It's
Now,
another.
this is getting racist, by the way.
That
No,
was
Because
racist.
not all white people sing the same songs.
Well, he sung that song that night because
That
that's all I
was
remember was him
racist.
singing that
So
song.
he did a cover.
So he did a cover.
Okay.
Clearly.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it'll come to me.
The Beach Boys.
But anyway, so he broke
Don't
up
play
with
on
me.
my Beach Boys. I like the Beach Boys.
So he broke up with me because I was talking about being the only black person at the.
Oh my god.
Oh, he broke
At
up
the
with you
show.
because
Well,
what
you
was
were
his breakup
racist.
word?
He was
Like,
your
what
boyfriend or sugar daddy?
No, he was really my boyfriend.
Oh my.
Damn, Alex, where did that come from?
Cause she know.
Oh well, that was racist, right? Because he was white.
No, cause she know I didn't had.
No, I thought because he was white. I thought that was
Oh.
your sugar daddy.
Oh,
So,
That is kind of racist.
That's racist.
That's racial.
I just want to say we don't promote racism.
We don't promote
Because if he
racism
was
on
black,
this.
would you have thought that was her sugar daddy?
No.
It was our uncle.
She
Every black
was
man is
gonna
like, that's just my uncle. No, that's your sugar daddy.
Okay.
I don't know why. I thought
Edward Lewis
that.
ain't got no siblings, okay? He ain't got no nieces and nephews.
All right, let's hear yours, Lil Mo.
Child, I got so many. Y'all want to hear one disgusting, one embarrassing, one that be like, what the fuck? I got so many things
Let's
that
hear it.
have
what,
been.
the, what the fuck, girl?
Oh my God. I can't even think like, ooh. Does it have to be recent?
No, it could be whenever.
So this is like an embarrassing moment.
Okay.
Oh my God. Everything I do I always get embarrassed. Like I get embarrassed over everything. Like the first time I tried, I doodled all over the place.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a common thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, what you mean?
What's the
I
when you
don't
do it in the
Yeah, but the first time she tried it, because a lot of guys have been on here and said that when they did anal, the girl shitted on them.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's
what you-
not uncommon.
But like how much shit?
Probably like a splat.
Not as much as you, Alex.
Yeah, not like where I got to
Not a
drive home
handful,
20
honest.
minutes.
Did you smell it?
No, because I don't think that's like doo-doo. That's like, it's like,
dripping.
it's like the outside of the, it's almost like the colonic doo-doo. It's not a ball, it's not balls of doo-doo. It's like the
Juice.
pre-doo-doo.
It's like doo-doo liquid.
Yeah, it's like almost like diarrhea, but it's just like, oh, okay, that's what's up. Like, that's
my
like
God.
What he
embarrassing.
say though?
Did he notice?
Yeah, it was everywhere.
Oh shit.
Okay, you just said it was pre-doo-doo. Now it was
Yeah, because
everywhere.
I was just
a
like, I didn't
big
expect that to
splat.
happen because, when you think that, like, because have you ever took a shit like the size of this cup? And you would think that, you know what I'm saying? You would
God,
think
two
like,
girls, one
just
cup,
because something that size come up when
flashback.
something
Oh,
come in, it's just
no.
like,
Right.
it wouldn't,
No.
that wouldn't happen. So like that,
What did he do?
Nick, I was gonna say niggas like that shit. That shit is
He
nasty.
liked it?
Mhm.
He
He felt like he busted you open.
Literally,
Right, literally. He fucked
He
the
was
shit
like-
out of
But
you,
I've had
literally.
He was like, this
situations-
shit making it wet, even wetter than
That shit is gross.
Oh God, can we move forward?
Yeah, we having a real, but doodle causes pink eye, so I'm glad I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Oh.
And strep throat.
Oh my God.
Why y'all laughing?
Oh Jesus.
So you gotta be careful.
Did you keep on having sex after that?
I don't even remember. All I remember was doodle, but I do remember like always when you do anal, you have to tell niggas don't go in the poo-poo and don't put it in your mouth or your eye or your face because like
Right.
some people just be so nasty like just but
Everything.
no, don't do that because
No.
you'll get pink eye, strep throat. Or like some type of infection. A lot of
Hepatitis
people,
C.
you don't realize if you go from this one to this one,
Yeah.
you'll ruin your whole
You
vagina.
can't do that.
You
Throw
can't.
your whole pH
Okay.
off
But
instantly.
yeah, beyond
wanna
pH,
stop
you'll
You
throw your
always
whole
gotta
life
go
off.
front
Like
to
you'll go
back.
straight to hell.
You can
You
go
go
front to
straight
back,
to
but you
hell.
can't go back to front.
Yeah,
Right.
even with wiping.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So that's
All right,
about
so-
it.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah, that was mild. I've had worse.
I don't think I never shitted on nobody. I had an instance where you ever have sex with somebody and they take their dick out and then put it back in and the air gets like
Oh yes.
Mhm.
So
You
you're
laugh.
farting.
in your stomach and then you be in pain.
And then not only do you queef, you got gas for days after that.
And then
Get
that happened to me and I was like, oh my God, I was in so much pain. And then I was laying there and I felt like my stomach was like getting bigger because the air, I don't know if it was my imagination. And then I had to like really let out a loud queef. And the queef feel weird because it like trembles.
And it keeps on
Yeah.
going, and you try
But
to
it's
make
not,
it stop.
don't smell like nothing. It's just air.
Air.
What causes that?
The air going in
Yeah,
gets
why?
trapped.
Yeah, I guess it's like if you push air up in something and then
Yeah,
it's trapped in
it's
there
trapped
and then
in
it's, I felt like I had to like push my stomach down
Like
to get
a,
it out. So I was
whoopee
actually get
cushion.
it out.
Yes, like a whoopee cushion.
I was like doubled over in pain. Like, no,
No,
I
listen,
can't, I
gas
can't.
levels ain't no joke.
It's
for
not.
real. That's nothing to play with.
I don't like being bent over and then they want to eat it from the back and you gotta fart.
Yeah, it's hard to hold in the fart when somebody eating you out. You ever?
It is. No, you just got fart. Like
That's
y'all
the
be
worst
holding that shit,
time.
and you could die.
You're not gonna fart while
I'm not
somebody's
gonna
eating
fart
your
in his
pussy.
face.
I don't think I've ever had to fart while I was getting my pussy ate. I don't know.
Bent over, like
Like,
And it's like,
I mean, I've had an instance
ankle.
where we're switching positions and air comes out, but not from my ass, from my pussy. Like
That's a queen.
just
Yeah.
because, but it didn't make a sound. I just felt it myself. Like, oh shit, did he hear that?
oh my God.
Yeah.
But
I
gotta just start
definitely,
yelling
there's
or
definitely
talking or
y'all just
fart, like to have to fart while a guy's eating my pussy.
listen. Taco
like,
Tuesday, and then you get your pussy ate.
that's why I don't like to eat. That's why I don't like to eat.
Oh, she gotta fix her teeth.
That's
you
why I
go.
don't like to eat before I have sex.
Now let me ask.
I swear to God, when I'm with my man, I'll be starving for days. I'll be mad. He'd be like,
We
"You
be
hungry?
eating
No.
everything.
I want to.
We be eating
I want to
together.
suck dick right now. I don't want to. I want to eat dick. I don't want to eat food.
See, I can't eat a dick on an empty stomach.
Try it.
What?
It's good.
For real?
That's probably
Try
the best
it.
time to do it. I would think.
Yes, it
You
is.
hungry? You hungry, hippo?
Nah, because you could gag and go for it. And nothing's gonna come
nothing
up.
gonna come up.
Yeah, you could go for
But
it on an
spit in
empty
my
stomach.
case.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I don't.
Y'all
I don't,
teaching me something.
Yeah, I didn't think about it that hard.
I didn't.
I
But
just,
it makes sense.
No, and that's my favorite time to suck a dick on an empty stomach in the morning. Perfect.
Because I be so aggravated when my hunger. So it's like, damn, I'm gonna have to try an empty stomach dick suck.
In the morning,
First I gotta find me a
too
man.
thick.
Yeah, and mouthy.
Mouthy.
Like,
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
like that.
All right, now let's switch gears for a second because we have at least two of you are kind of newly single here. Alex, you're not newly single or anything, are
It's
you?
complicated.
Your shit is always complicated.
It's fun.
Oh, passport
it's
Cutty.
fun.
I'm sorry. I'm calling her by her real name. Stephanie.
It's forever.
I'm not single
Okay.
again.
All right. So when you're newly single, right? How do you
But
let
I'll be single next week. Talk to me about the sex. Again.
how do you let people know? Like, do you go on social media? How do you let people know? Like, you can approach
I'm
me?
I've
single
been single for a
post
year. How long you been single for?
since August.
Well, I've been single since what's this? 2020? Since like September of 2018.
Oh,
I
that
was single.
long?
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, you've been single
people
for a
don't know.
minute.
yeah, because I had to do promo for a show.
Right.
So
So once
everybody
everybody knows,
yes.
like, how do you? So you couldn't let people know right away, but then how do you put out the signal? Like,
You have to put up a selfie and you just get. It's just that glow. People just know. They be like,
Your fuck
she got
nigga free.
Yeah,
Your fuck boy
it just happens. That dead weight is lifted off you, and you just look different. You take a bomb ass, fire ass selfie, and everybody be like, "Oh yeah," and everybody slide in your DM.
Something looking
Be
different
like, "Hey,
about
beautiful." Be like, "Get the fuck out of here."
you could always
Baby
tell,
head.
just like from
Yeah.
people's most recent picture. Sometimes you could look at it and be like, oh yeah, they single now.
Yeah.
You could
you.
tell.
Or when you delete all the pictures of you and your ex person, they figure that out quick.
Oh yeah, that is
You
a
ain't gotta
big
say
giveaway.
nothing. And then you got to put
Start
up
showing
some
a little
type
more
of
skin.
subliminal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Start showing a little more skin with
And
the
then-
focus on me caption.
Or
Yeah.
taking the pictures like this, where you showing off your yummy. And everybody be like, yo, that thing fat, son. I'm like, wait a minute.
And then you put hashtag FBF on Friday.
Yes.
Fuckboy free flashback Friday.
Yeah, you gotta let the world know they've been waiting for that announcement.
Now,
That's
how
the
many
sign.
people that you was just cool with slid in your DMs that you had no idea was really would have hollered at you?
Don't ask me.
You don't have to say who.
No, because you know, like people don't try to holler because they don't know how to,
Right.
Like they don't know how to come at you. So they hit you with the "you alright?
If
You
ever
need
to
anything?"
talk.
You need anything?
And I'm like, nah, I don't like people that try to holler at me. Don't call me, I'll call you. Cause I don't,
Oh, you
I don't
want to
want
pick
nobody.
the person?
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe that's why I'm picking wrong. Hello?
They hit
It's
you
like, I
with
might
the-
be missing my blessing.
That's
I
no
might have
business.
an unopened DM. That might be my prince.
Go to the request.
Hello? But I be looking, I be like, is this what I'm attracted? If I show you my DMs, it's always a man that don't, like, bruh. Like, he
Right.
looks like somebody's uncle, deacon.
Aw, shit.
Talking about, hey,
gorgeous.
sugar mom. Yes, I just want to rub your feet. Bitch, I don't like people touching my feet. Don't touch me. I don't know how I got kids. I do not like nobody touching me.
Yeah.
Really?
You said I don't like nobody touching me. That's
I don't like, that's just creepy unless I like feel your vibe. Like I really don't understand how somebody meets somebody off the internet and be like, yo, I like them. Like that scares the shit.
my
I
God,
can't
90 Day
speed
Fiancé.
date, phone date, or I can't do. I'd be so scared because it's just like, ugh. Like
I'm not into people that I don't know like that touching me either though. It take a lot for me to feel comfortable enough. Like I'm
think
not a
you-
very
and I'm affectionate, but I don't.
Yeah, I'm very affectionate.
I don't like
too.
people on the internet
But I
like
don't like
that.
strangers.
What were you gonna
But
say about
yeah.
90 Day Fiance? You know that's my show.
Angela and L'Oreal, when we were on tour, got me hooked on 90 Day Fiancé.
I love
and now
that.
I'm
I got her hooked on it
That's
because
a
she had
show?
never seen
Yeah.
it. Yes.
Yes,
Oh.
I am obsessed with 90 Day Fiancé.
That
and
is
I don't
my
get it either
show.
because them people be head over heels in love with somebody that they only know for over the internet.
No.
What, an
That's
American
crazy.
person and everything.
No, I think I could. I'm like that.
Well,
Because
you're like,
I
you
need
can
to
meet somebody
see
on the
you, feel
internet.
you, touch
Yeah.
you, be in your presence. I need to smell your natural
Yeah.
scent. I
Musk.
need
But there are
to-
people who real like
all of that
get
matters to me.
like involved and like will really start stalking and like really be in love with somebody that they probably never met in their
real
life.
life. I
They
can't.
had a movie. Joaquin Phoenix, I believe, did a movie. It was called Her, and he was in love with his computer. Like they formed a bond. But there are people
Yeah.
who
I've
really
seen
be
it.
like,
I've
oh my
seen it.
God, and they be. I've seen messages of females saying, I'm just like, oh, I just want to suck your dick. I'm like, how you know this nigga ain't got herpes or
Right.
AIDS or fucking 100 kids? Like,
Right.
bitch, you just want to suck a dick of a nigga because he look good on a picture? That motherfucker could be a serial killer. It could be anything. Like, sis, like we have like this.
Well,
the
there's a
standard-
Be more
difference
careful.
between
No, there are
liking
people-
someone and like.
No, people be
actually-
obsessed and they've never met them in life, and that's scary. But there are people who.
But
look
those
for
people
love.
probably have issues.
Yeah,
Anybody that's like that got like, come on.
but
That's
niggas
just,
be falling for it.
No, so I mean, I'm not the type of
Child.
person. That
she's
is-
like, because I seen some DMs.
I was
and-
married to niggas that used to do that shit.
I'm
That
not
shit's
the-
scary.
yeah, I don't see how you could do that either.
That's like you just
Well,
asking
wait. So
for
like,
the hootie.
but I
hoo.
think guys do it
What a
more than
hootie.
girls.
but there's no
cooties.
time that you see a guy. I'm not like this. I'm not very physical. But there's no time that you can see a guy and be like, oh, I want to do something with him, like physically. I'm not like that. But you'll see, like, they post a picture of a guy with his shirt off or a dick print or whatever. They're like, oh, I would fuck him. I would suck his dick. You know, like this.
Like,
from
who'd you
a
think
print.
that?
I mean, I feel like if I see a guy that I've been with before, like I see him, I bump
And
into
he look
him,
good?
and he looking good that day, I'll be like, oh, hey, you know what I'm saying? Maybe later.
I might revisit that.
Yeah, exactly. But not just some random guy, even in
Yeah.
person or in a picture. Like, I don't see a guy and be like, yeah, I would definitely fuck him.
Well, for
Nah.
you, Passport Cutty, have you ever met a guy from the internet that you said, let's hook up?
Yeah.
See?
and you
But
hooked
not-
up.
It's
But
like
not
online
right away.
dating. It's like
Eventually.
online
Yeah,
dating.
not like,
because people
I'm
do
scared of
online
that.
dating.
But so
After
the
you
other day,
spoke
I
for
don't think
a
I've ever lived
while.
my life.
She said
that.
not today, but the other day.
no, but like the other day I was on the phone with my friend and she was like, well, I've been single longer than you. So why did you think that it was easy out here dating? I was like, well, you don't go nowhere. And I was like, and you don't do online dating. She was like, and when do you do online dating? Like Instagram. You know, she was like, oh yeah, I guess I never got anybody from Instagram before. Like I've met a guy on Instagram.
I'm scared
before.
of guys in my DM.
How'd it go?
Yeah, because they never look like
Well,
they
you
self in
know,
real life.
First of all, when you're active on social media, like there's people who speak to you all the time. You get familiar with them, whatever the case is, and then he shot his shot like on some talking about something totally different.
Okay.
And then I responded and I was all invested, like, oh yeah, you should do this and you should do that, just being nice.
Mhm.
And then he was like, yo, you should come meet me tonight at this spot. And I'm like, because he was in New York, and I was like, huh? Like, nah. But I had just broken up with my boyfriend. This was years ago. And he was like, oh, come on, girl. He's like, you know, we out chilling, whatever, summertime, whatever. He was like, meet me at La Marina. I was like,
La Marina, say no more.
and I went, and we had a great time.
Y'all had sex?
No, not that night. No.
Well, like how many nights after?
Like
many nights
2
after?
weeks.
Child, girl.
No, but I was with
I
him
get
like
you-
almost every day from that day.
Now, I
And then after y'all had sex, how much time was y'all after?
No, I went back to my boyfriend. So
Oh.
was that?
Okay, so when
I'm
you went back
scared
to
of
your
that.
boyfriend, does that guy, does La Marina linger in the background so that if y'all
No,
break
I
up again,
can't,
you can hit
no.
him up again?
I don't do that to people.
Did y'all talk again after that? Like, do y'all still talk?
No, because I didn't want to hurt his feelings.
It was whack.
No, it's not that. I didn't want to hurt his feelings because I just didn't want to play games with him because I knew he really liked me. So I didn't want to like keep on having him in limbo. So I was like, you know what? Let me just cut it off.
Did y'all kiss?
We had sex.
No, so
Some people have sex and don't kiss.
You can fuck
Right.
somebody and not
But
kiss
you
them.
couldn't just tell him like, you know, I'm still kind of into my ex, so we could just fuck sometimes. Maybe he would have been into that.
Oh no, I don't want to do that. Like
Okay.
I don't need to have sex with two guys at the same time. Like
Yeah, I'm too scared.
and if I'm having sex with I don't make somebody my boyfriend if the sex is not like really good. It's very, very rare that I
But it
call
always
somebody
be
my,
good at first. Then
Oh, I'm glad you said that because that is something I wanted to discuss.
yes, child.
You think? I never had it like decline. If it was great the first day, it's gonna be great.
It gets better. You think?
Number 500.
Okay, good. I'm glad you said that because I want to talk about this article I was reading. Now, this is something else new we're doing, True Sex, and this is basically news stories, but it's about relationships and sex.
Okay.
Now, there's these statistics that show that if you are planning to get married, right, you actually will stay together longer if you don't live together first. So statistics show that if y'all don't live together before you get married, there's a better chance that your marriage will last longer.
Oh, that's what it was.
Okay. And
Now they tell me.
According to this study, which was published in the Journal of Sex Research, they say that people who live together before marriage were also less sexually satisfied than those couples who didn't live together before marriage. But they said part of that could be that the beginning of sex is always the best, like the beginning of a relationship.
The
honeymoon phase, yeah.
When you start having sex. But I kind of feel like it usually gets better when I know you more.
Yeah.
So I just want to get your thoughts on that because they usually say the honeymoon phase, the beginning, when y'all first get together, like it's always the best part of when you are having sex and then y'all get used to each other.
Flying, it's new, it's exciting, the chemistry is good and you're all happy about it. So it's good. And then it's like once you get to know that person, you get comfortable with that person, then it's like, it's the same routine, you know what I'm saying? We go from this position to that position.
As long as that routine ends with me coming, I'm okay with it.
I couldn't imagine marrying somebody and not living with them, not knowing their habits, whether they're gonna be clean
that's how you learn.
But you can go to their house.
You spend the night.
You can spend the night at somebody's house. You can frequent someone's home, but until you really live with them on a 24-hour consistent basis,
and what about my habits?
Like what they do and their routine and their sleep patterns, and it's a lot.
I like that because like you could come stay with me for like my boyfriend, like you can stay with me for a few days at a time. Because we don't live in the same place.
That's how you can learn habits.
And I feel like we know each other's habits really well. I know that he's messy, I'm not. And
I'm messy.
But I do feel like I would not want to live with somebody until we get married because I want to be like, that's the exciting thing that you do once you get married.
That's true.
That's how I look at it.
You ever heard people get married and then people are like, so how does it feel? And they're like,
the same.
The same.
Yeah.
So I guess that
what it's supposed to feel like. Like it is
you
the same.
The only one here been married
100 times.
Yeah, we don't know.
We should be.
What it feel like, girl?
Right.
No, it don't feel the same because I'm telling you, when you go together, when y'all living together, you get the representative, and when y'all get married, that's when the demon comes out.
Okay.
Once you get married, y'all can live together for 10 years, but once you get married, all bets is off. That nigga to show you who he really is.
So you're not gonna get married again, you think?
The representative go away and you
be like, oh, okay, so this is the Chucky doll. Yeah, and it happens to everybody, and it's sad. Shoot, maybe I'm the Chucky doll. Maybe I didn't know this. But at the end of the day, people will give you the representative, and then once they locked in that contract,
that's who you meet at first anyway.
Yeah.
Marriage or not, you always meet the representative at first.
So are y'all representatives too when you first get with somebody?
Nah, you
I'm
get
not.
no, because
I
I'm
can't be a
always Lil Mo. That
representative.
make me mad. That's what I hate.
I don't know how to be
Now,
that.
I don't know if because we don't put out all our cards on the table when we meet someone either, right?
I kind of do.
Me
Y'all
too.
know that's my problem.
I talk a lot.
I say too much. I do too much.
Everybody already know my tea. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I got 5 kids. You already know I've been married a couple of times, so it's up to you to decide if you want to rock with it or not.
Because don't you feel like you can't even trust somebody enough to let them know all that shit about you at first?
Like what?
Right.
I mean, not my deep, dark secrets, but I'm definitely going to let you know who I am and how I feel about certain situations. And,
I ain't going to tell nobody. They just better Google it and just sift their way
What's
through
something
it.
you would keep?
Okay, first of all, I think you cuter at first when y'all don't know each other as well, right? Because like when you get to know people better, you might not wear pajamas that match to bed. You know what I'm saying? Like when you first get with somebody, first of all, I love pajamas. So
I like
let's not
me
play
too.
with that. I wear pajamas all the time, but I wear nicer pajamas.
For real?
Yeah, like a real matching
Like
set. But once I
lingerie.
know you,
There's
it might
pajamas
be
and then
like
there's
a
lingerie.
Brooklyn that's tank top and some pants that don't match, and it might be sweats. You know what I'm saying? But in the beginning,
I got to sleep naked.
Hello? I ain't got no respect
but
for
when I'm
emergency.
walking around the house, like when I open the door, I'm gonna open the door like I'm gonna care more about what I look like.
But what's information that you would withhold until you got to...
I probably wouldn't tell like all my business, like my family and shit like that, like certain things that you don't share with people, because if you don't know you're gonna be with them, do you want random ass people that you just started talking to having all that information about you?
I don't care.
Shoot, people be, you know what? maybe back in the day, like before pre-Instagram era, you could do that. But now because of Instagram and hating ass bitches,
everything.
you be on your live. Yeah, did she tell you without her wig she look like Florida Evans? Bitches be posting up pictures, be like, yeah, I knew you wear, bitch. I will punch you in your fucking throat. That's why I'm like, before social media, like you could get away with hiding who you really are. But now motherfuckers always be like, a nigga would be like, yeah, do she do this to you too? Like people are just so cat. It's almost like they have no choice but to know who you really are before they even meet you because of social media. They can find out everything. Facebook tells you everything.
Oh yeah, Facebook.
Child.
I don't know, because there's just certain things that I feel like I keep to myself. But I am more of a private person probably than like the average person. It take a lot for me to be able to really open up. Like I have a lot of friends that I'm cool with, but then there's not a lot of people that I feel like I share a lot with.
Yeah.
In general.
Personal stuff.
You know, because sometimes people use that against you.
Yeah, child.
But it's different because we're talking about people who have this popularity versus like the average person who just has like maybe a regular career where it's not as publicized on the internet. So it's like the average person might be able to withhold some personal things about themselves, whereas like she said, on Facebook or wherever you Google, you're gonna go back and they could dig up stuff about people who've been on social media with their, for entertainment purposes. They have a lot of their business on the internet. I mean, even gossip sites.
Right.
I mean,
But sometimes that shit ain't even true.
Yeah.
You know what I know?
Vantage point or their perception, and it all be a lie, but you still gotta live with it. So honestly, when you do meet someone and you want to be like, listen, what you read on the internet, that ain't what it really is. You got to get to know me for yourself. Facts.
So what do you think about living with somebody right before marriage? You all think that it's a good idea. I'm just curious.
I don't think so.
No. I could do it.
Think that it's a bad idea. Again, I feel like you really get to know a person more when you live with them.
Yeah, but I don't think you should live together all the time. Like
people,
you now realize you do need that space because then other than that you'll go crazy.
Get a 2-family house.
Yeah, because that'll drive you crazy being around that one person all the time. Like I can't even be around my kids all the time.
But you can't be around anyone else. You're too busy.
But there's some people who will find a way to tag along.
Find a way.
And you be like, dang, you ain't got no other kids of yours that you got to watch. Girl, they be like, first they be all booked, then the next thing you know, they ain't got no bookings.
My bookings is your bookings.
Yeah.
I'm your manager now.
Hello? Nah,
what time we gotta be there?
Hello?
Say you're in a relationship with somebody and they also are your manager. Do you give them a percentage?
How y'all throwing shots?
They should.
No, I'm just asking.
Oh, wait.
Do they get a percentage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, it's business.
Because if y'all are married, shouldn't it just be like it's all the same pot anyway?
Okay.
No,
Didn't
because
Kendall used to manage Mary J. Blige? And he
Right.
tried to take it all?
Right.
Hello?
Yeah.
No, he would have got beat the fuck up. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
He got to
no.
get some hands. I don't know how they let that one slip through.
He's probably struggling right now though. And I do feel like that because Mary always could go out and make more money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Mo, you always are going to be able to go out and make your money.
And if push come to shove. No, but there's a lot of people who don't know how to level up after they, going through a breakup. Like there's some people I know personally, I was like, damn, like you going out sad.
Right.
And they let that get the best of them. Shit. Or somebody to tell me was like, nah, you could still sing. Bitch, you
always
better
be
get
able to
out
make
there.
money.
Yes. Bitch, you better go drink some water, mind your business, get a wig on, lose some weight, bitch. Look like you're 17 and they'll welcome you in and the bitch been booked ever since. Come on.
Let me tell you, right before we started this show just now, Jay Electronica FaceTime me.
Yeah.
And I was like, he was saying, say hi to everybody for me. And I said, Lil Mo is here, say hi. And he just started singing.
Cause I'm like, and then a lot of people, we went to Made in America in Philly. And I saw Tata. He was like, "Oh, what's up?" I was like, "Nigga, it's Mo." I was like, "Oh, shoot!" Like everybody be like, "Yeah." Like, I'm like, y'all know it's me. I guess everybody think I'm gonna look like Anita Baker or something. Like have a washing set. No,
they ain't know you was a joint.
Hello. They ain't know
you was a joint.
Like don't play with me. My kids is big. I can leave them at the house by myself. We're good.
She's like, they could cook on their own.
We outside.
That's funny.
So you feel like, okay, both of y'all, you've been single for for a while now. You for a few months. Do you feel like you want to just enjoy being single for a while?
Yes.
Like, what's the time period?
I'll take yes for $200, Alex.
How long is how long is the time period?
Wait, I have a question about that because I always say that there's a difference between being single and available. Do y'all feel like y'all are available or just single?
Available for what?
Mentally and emotionally.
For another relationship?
For you to be dating.
Out here?
Yeah, for dating because like single, you could be single, right? You're like, oh, I'm single. I'm gonna go on every date that every guy asks
I'm emotionally
me.
unavailable.
Right? And then you get to the dinner table and it's like just nothing. You could go on 20 dates, just nothing is clicking because it's like maybe
in
I'm
between
not.
time, in the meantime of a bad relationship, when I'm in the moment where I feel like I'm single, I'm not with this guy anymore, I still don't feel available.
Right.
Like I'm not, just because I'm not with him, I don't want to be with anybody else either.
Yeah.
I'm out here.
So
you're available.
yeah.
I'm available.
So you're available too?
Not at all.
Right?
Right.
She's like,
I'm not available.
Yeah.
This wig is getting pushed back. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
not
I've been
available.
through my whole purge and detox of that situation, and I'm ready to move forward. With,
I just don't want nobody in my face right now like that. Not because soon as
That's
you go,
how I
I'm
feel
single, then
too.
everybody starts sliding, and I already know what it is because at the end of the day, like I'm not 24 no more. Let's just take that. Like the reason why I think I'm glad for my glow is because ever since I've been Lil Mo, I only had like a year and a half where I got to be single and I was out here, but I ain't never go through no whole phase. Like I started being Lil Mo before I got right when I was getting out of high school. So I ain't even had no whole phase, no colleges, no turn up. So now I get to live that. My
Right.
kids is big. Everybody like, well, don't embarrass them. Baby, Mama need, like I'm at that.
Mama gotta have a life too.
I gotta have a life too.
Right.
But one thing I know is that with the internet being as risky and as heavy as it is, I know that I won't put things out there like, trust me. I'm lit, but I'm not gonna put it out there, and I'm not available because I make it my business. Now I know don't put everything out there because the person that I'm with, don't let there's a difference between private and hidden and people like, I don't want nobody in my business. No, I keep my private life private. I learned that along the way.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I post a nigga up, everybody be like this. Everybody always wants what I have, and I'm like, bitch, you don't know. Like with my ex, like I was just like, y'all want this nigga so bad, and the bitch wanted him so bad, we was beating her the fuck up, black eyes all over the place. Good for her. Cause I said, that's what you get.
Well,
That's what you get.
we would never say good for her.
No, because she was taunting.
Okay.
So a lot of people, you have to be careful.
No
what
man
you
should
ask
never
for.
put his hands on a
No
woman.
man should ever
period.
put his hands on a woman, but no woman should go after a married man or a man that's in a relationship, and that's what you want. You have to be ready for what you don't know what's going on behind them closed doors, because I could post a picture up and be smiling and be litty and nobody know what's going on. Then next thing you know, a bitch sitting around there, her whole wig to the side. I said, see sis, you ain't listen. You was up here trying to cap and trying to be me so bad. Now bitch,
But I think a lot of times men make the other woman feel entitled or able to do certain things.
Yes, they
Like
do.
if you put it out there, she try to holler and you like, nah, I'm married,
niggas
Right.
don't do that.
Right. Well, do guys ever do that?
No.
There's some
Nah,
guys,
no,
Ain't
no.
nobody gonna say no. No, there are some real ones out here that be
there's
like,
guys
sis.
that would be like,
But then there's some they be hyped up because they ain't never had that many women after them, or like they get really
And the
excited.
only reason why they
And
want
I'm
you is because
"Damn,
I got you.
hello. It is what it is.
you got to get a guy that's like been through all that, is over it, like got through his own whole phase,
and he want to
Somebody
bring them
like
bitches home to both of
69?
y'all.
When
No,
do
I'm
they
just kidding.
go through their whole phase?
their whole life.
No,
Yeah,
when do
'cause
they
my son
get
exactly.
through? Not go through. I'm sorry, get through. Because they always going through the whole
When it
phase.
don't work no more?
When do they finally get through?
When they be like, I'm tired.
When it don't work no more?
I can
When
only
they
have
gotta
sex
get on,
once.
when they get mesothelioma. Because they don't never stop.
I don't even know what that is. I just seen a
I
commercial.
don't know. They said that's what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, I was eating them
So when they get
sandwiches.
mesothelioma.
So everybody was eating them
I can spell
sandwiches.
it, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, the Popeyes one?
Yeah, they gonna get if they don't get their prostate checked, then it
Yeah.
stops working. That's when they want to. Yeah, baby, I want to settle down. Oh, when you in a diaper,
I'm
son?
dying in 3 months. Let's get married.
So I'm ready. You ever see that thing with
And
that
I ain't
man in
got nothing
the
to
skeleton?
offer.
Talking, I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to buy a house and I'm ready to change your last
Right.
name. Okay, bitch.
Now, do you think that friends with benefits can really work, or do you think one of you will eventually catch feelings?
I don't like friends with benefits.
Wait, what is
I
a
don't do
friend
that.
with benefit?
That
I
means
feel
that
like
y'all
buddies.
are cool, but y'all fuck sometimes, but you guys are just cool.
So that's bro, but that's bae.
I wouldn't
not
say
bro.
Not
That's not
bro.
bro.
but that's
Not bro.
like that's my homie.
It's
Yeah,
homie. It's the homie
lover
It's-
friend.
It's the
Can we
homie.
say that?
Homie, lover, friend.
I mean, with the
It's,
homie. Or can
it's
We don't
just
wanna
the
quote that.
homie. Just
Okay.
the homie.
So the homie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just the
Sorry.
homie. It's never the
Friends
bro.
and lovers.
It's
Yeah,
never
friends
the
and
bro.
lovers, okay.
But
So
I feel like it depends. Like if you meet somebody and you really like them and unfortunately ends up going to where it's just friends, that's not gonna work because you're gonna catch feelings. But if it's somebody that you know he's a little thotty body, he living his life, you living yours. Every now and then you get together, that could work.
Yeah,
I don't
see, it
like
all
those.
depends on the reason why you guys are friends with benefits.
Exactly.
Right? So either y'all both gotten and don't want to commit, so y'all got a clear
Right.
understanding, or somebody cheating.
Nah.
You know, it's either one
Right,
reason why y'all
right.
friends with benefits.
Hello?
Either somebody's cheating and y'all can't be together, or y'all both out here hoeing and y'all don't want to be
Or maybe
together.
y'all don't live in the same place and you just see each other every now and then. and
That-
that's when y'all hook
that-
up. Because it's just
that-
not
Oh,
skillet.
that.
Well, I'm too fertile for to
Nah,
have a
that's-
friend with a
yeah.
benefit.
Now that's
I'm
when it
sorry.
gets
Like, she
complicated.
not getting pregnant by
Yes.
a friend.
You
Like,
look at me
I
long
can't.
enough, be like, nigga, it's yours.
I'm not calling you my friend if we have
That's
sex.
Yeah, you're bad.
But if that's not
Right.
your
and
man,
I can stalk your page.
Right. But that's like your lover, your long distance lover, your bae, whatever. But
we
I'm
know
not.
you an author. You so articulate with it.
But I'm
You out here
not.
writing books and stuff,
Right,
talking
but
about
I
your
don't
long
like-
distance lover.
I've definitely had situations where I've messed with guys and they weren't nobody I ever wanted to be with.
Right, me
Right.
too. That's
Like,
what
I
I'm
never
saying.
If you don't
Me
have a
neither.
I
man,
hate
that's
that
because you've
about
been
me.
married forever. And
I
always in a
know, I
relationship.
hate that.
Because
Like,
I
we be
just
friends
feel
and we
like
get married. I be like,
there's just certain guys that you have the heart for, and then there's certain guys you just don't have
Right.
the heart for.
So, but why would you guys be having sex?
yeah.
Because you're attracted
Because
and
he's
you're
cute.
drunk.
And he's a good
You're
fuck, but he don't have a job.
You're horny.
But those,
She said he don't have a job.
He ain't got no, or he don't got
No,
the
I
job
know,
that
I
he wants
did when
to
I was
have.
younger. I dated a guy who ended up he had potential, but then he got fired from his job, and then. I was already just making ends meet,
Right.
and he was like depressed about it, and he was always
You're
like
like, okay,
complaining.
come on now.
oh no.
And I was like, I can't be with him.
But you broke up with him.
She
but
gave
then you
him
still
back
had
to the
sex with him
We
streets.
didn't
every now
wear
and then?
boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh,
So it was kind of early on that all that
Okay.
happened. And it like it's different. You could ride with somebody like if you've been with them for a while, then that happens. But it's like we just started dating a month
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
And
Oh,
now
no.
this happened and now you depressed. And
Oh,
now
no.
I'm like barely know you like that.
you gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh, so
And he
you
was
gave
nice.
him back to the streets.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
We still friends to this day though.
Yeah, I mean, it's only a
Well,
month.
It's a long time
Where
ago.
does he
It was a-
work? Hello.
He has a job now, but we still cool. But I just was like, I can't. And sometimes like you gotta be selfish.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can't always be like, you know what, I gotta do the morally right. Like sometimes you're like, this is just not where I'm at right now.
You too new for me to
Damn
be
it.
thugging it out with you. I don't know you.
Where was this show at 18 years ago?
Because I feel like
My
women.
kids.
Oh, go ahead, do it.
No, he be all right.
You sure? Go ahead. Make sure it's not an emergency.
It's not.
Okay.
Hey, mommy, what doing? Ooh. Crazy.
Because sometimes I feel like as women, we feel like we take on a lot of charity cases
We do.
when it comes to
Oh, you
relationships.
throwing shots, huh?
We got
No,
such,
I'm talking about
we got
myself, too.
such
I'm
big
sorry.
hearts.
Yeah, we do. Women
Yeah.
tend to have like big hearts, and we see potential in guys when they don't even see potential in themselves.
Yeah.
Shoot, or they don't even take us serious. We just be like, oh, he cute a little bit.
A
And
little
then he
bit.
around.
Right.
And then next thing you know, you just like, dang, I got 2 kids by this nigga. I'm going to get rid of them.
Or you
You
think
can't-
nobody else gonna want him because you
Right.
don't really got shit, and then
You're like-
somehow
you're like,
you
perfect.
find out that other people are willing to take the little bit that he don't got.
Or you clean somebody up, teach him how to
Yes.
eat pussy, and now
Yes.
he's
Just
out there.
eating ass and everything. Oh, you going
Yeah.
to church
Wild
too?
out.
Okay.
Yes.
Sheesh.
Let's go back to this anal thing, Mo.
Oh God.
Is this like a thing for you? Do you enjoy anal?
I don't know. I think I enjoy sex.
Okay.
I'm a Scorpio, so it's almost
Oh,
like it's
shit.
lit.
Scorpios
Bitch, I'm a
love
thot.
sex.
Give me lit.
Hey.
I don't know. It's just like, but I'm not one. I've never had a one night stand. It's like once we go together.
I never had a one night stand.
I've
either.
never had that, so it's just I've never had a friend with a benefit.
A
Like
friend with a benefit.
yeah, it's
Because
like
you marry them.
yeah, and it's like almost like
Your
I feel
friends
like
got all the benefits.
yeah,
Okay?
and I feel feel so unbenefited because I'm just like, damn, like
they might be an emergency. He call him back.
It ain't no emergency.
somebody
Trust
else.
me, because he would have called my manager and been like, hey, tell mommy to call me.
Are you aggressive? Like, are you the person that's the initiator normally in sex?
Yeah, because I have the Napoleon complex. So with me being short, like
You jump on it.
no, it's almost like it was crazy because I'm shy. I'm super shy, but it's just like once I'm lit, it's like this whore. It's lit. I can't even hold you.
Are you a on top kind of girl? Like you like to ride it?
Everywhere. It's whatever. Like I'm there. I'm with the shits. I'm with the shits. Please don't slide in my DMs because I can't. Like like people. Like I can't do the like. Oh, I'm gonna hump him and then I'm gonna go hump this person. Then I'm gonna go hump this person because I need some shoes. Yes, I'm monogamous, because once I start having sex with this one person, I'm not gonna go backwards. It's just something about like I just feel like sex is a soul connection. Once I connect with your soul, then we cool. Even if I don't like. Once I don't like, I'll be like, dag, like, it was lit, but I'm never gonna have sex with you again. There's some people who just be like, I don't fuck with that nigga. Like, he a dog, but I'ma still get some zick.
Right.
Like, nah, once
She
I'm
just did
done,
Stephanie's voice.
I cut your,
That is not my
straight New
voice.
York, be like, D.
New York.
It's like, once
That
you
is
like,
not my voice. I say dick. I don't say zick.
because you know all the girls in New York
Fuck
be like,
outta here.
what's the deal,
Danny.
bitty?
I say daddy. I don't use Z's.
I don't use these.
I use Z's and my word.
Stephanie.
Zeppeli, we eating Italian food. Like what?
That's funny.
I'm not. I'm just with the shits.
So the first time you have sex with somebody that you really like, do you do it all, or do you feel like okay?
I just flow with it, but I can admit it's just like, people be like, oh, they can take that dick. Like, I can't.
Right? No, not me.
I can't.
You can't.
No, but it's lit.
I feel like in my younger years, I used to want to give it all. I used to want this first time to be his best time.
ever,
Like
yeah.
the wettest pussy, the nastiest everything. He's sweating like, wow,
Blows
that was
mine.
some good pussy.
Yeah.
But now the first time, I'm like, I'm gonna just give him a little
I'ma see what
slice.
you gonna show me.
I'm gonna give him a slice, see if he's worth it.
Like he gotta show you.
You have to give
Instead
him
of
portions because
you gotta show him.
Here you go, sir.
'Cause when
Here's
we
one
were-
coochie.
Here's a
but you
little
know what
slice.
happened too?
Here's one
Because
slice.
Here's one little
It's
coochie
so much
for you.
pussy. It's always been pussy out there, but it's so much pussy out there now, like on the internet. Like people really be showing their whole pussy, and I'm like, wow, like wow,
Wow.
like that's what
Social media is like,
prostitution.
Well,
I was gonna say soft porn, but yeah.
No, it's prostitution.
It's
But
straight
another
up
thing is,
condom
like,
head on
when-
social media.
When you get older, you want your sexual everything about sex changes. Like when you're younger, like she said, you wanted to show everything, you wanted to prove yourself. But then once you have a couple of sex partners, you get a little older. You're like, no, what the fuck is he showing me?
like what you
Hello.
got?
What you about to do?
Like,
about
can you
to
make me
do?
come? If
Right.
not, I'm not fucking you again.
You know what's
Like, we didn't
crazy?
even know nothing about that when
And
we were
that I
younger.
didn't even realize the importance of. Like I
Yeah.
realized for years I wasn't even coming. I was
Right.
just like, that's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? When I first was having sex, I didn't have
Me
orgasms
neither.
Yeah, I was
either.
like, everybody all hyping it up. I
Right.
be like, that shit ain't even lit. Child, get one good out. You
like,
let somebody
hold
pull
up.
one good out you.
Yeah.
You like, bitch, I'll kill everybody in this bitch.
For him.
For that.
Because even when you get your pussy ate and it's not done right and you
Right.
don't come, you're
You're
like,
like-
this ain't all that.
Right.
But then when somebody do it right, you be
Yeah.
like,
I'll kill
"Ooh."
everybody.
Well,
You can hit that lid.
Everyone.
Wait. Hello? Where are you? Where
Yes.
did you go?
Let me call me on
Oh, you
FaceTime. I
just
need to
left
see
10
who's
minutes ago.
breathing
Okay, I just
in
wanted to
there.
say bye again.
You went to the
Yes.
store 10 minutes ago.
Right.
Wow,
You
you
okay,
back
where you
yet?
at?
Just making
Yes.
sure
Are you
you're okay.
Yes.
Did you get lost, baby?
You
Send your
start cooking
location. I
breakfast.
sent you.
Stay
I dropped the
hydrated,
pen.
okay? Stay hydrated.
And that is like, and when you're trying to find a guy, what's the biggest excuse that he makes for why he didn't call you back
He
for
was
2
sleeping.
days?
Oh,
His
he was
phone
like,
died.
He was locked up.
yeah, he was
Oh,
locked
yeah.
up.
Oh, for 2 days?
Yeah.
Oh, for 2 days? Oh,
for
he
2
went to
days.
jail.
Yeah, he went to
No,
jail.
he
went
left
to
his
jail.
phone in his man's car and he just brought it back to
No,
him.
then
and
you
all
get
this.
everybody. Who you gonna be? I need everybody's number. Social media. No. Those excuses. Remember back in the days, I was in the studio.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
I
we
went
didn't
to
have
studio
to
land.
pay
For 2
attention.
days.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm calling the
Can I
landline.
hit
I just came from the studio. You wasn't there.
Yeah, I called. I called every studio in Atlanta. And, you know, everything is a studio. The Quick Mart is a studio.
I was outside of Atlanta in
Alpharetta. I called there too, sir.
Okay. I called all the way up to Sandy Springs, nigga. You wasn't nowhere to be found. Okay, Stone Mountain.
That was a long time ago. When they used to go missing for 2 days.
Yes.
That was before social media.
That was before social. You can't go missing for 2 days now. It's
not
not
on social media.
No, not now.
Because then you just start looking at everybody else's page, like,
and you can't even do that because, like, because we'll be like, oh, so you was in jail for 2 days, but you was liking pictures,
right? Exactly.
No, my homeboy had my account. Oh yeah.
Oh, they always say that because guys share pages now
and pussy. Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
Yes. Not only do they
share
pages, they have all of their, like, whoever their man is, like their favorite, their best friend. They both have.
Their Instagram.
But won't give it to their Instagram.
Well, I don't believe that. Nobody has my password to my Instagram.
No,
so
girls don't do that, but guys, and then
they
be DMing the same girl. Like, it's wild.
And these girls is with the shits.
Yeah, they be DMing the same girl. They be talking to the same girl for each. Like, it's wild. I'm like, are y'all 16?
All right, now we do have some Ask Yee questions that people sent in. So let's see how y'all going to answer this. Hold on, let me scroll on down because we have a lot. All right, let's see. Which one should we do? All right. All right, listen to this. Okay, this guy needs advice. He said, I've been dating my girlfriend for 6 years now, and it's getting to be that time to ask her to marry me, and she knows it's coming. But I was wondering, what do you think would be a better way of proposing to her? I was thinking either something romantic and low-key or something extravagant, or maybe a surprise party. How would you want to be proposed to?
How she asked to be proposed to? Like, girls will tell you their fantasy or ideal.
And if not, you should know. If you with her for 6 years, you should know what would move her the most. You should know what she would think is the most thoughtful.
Guys know that.
Like, you should know if she's the type of girl who would want it to be a grand gesture or it to be intimate in like a private dinner or a private moment.
Well, how would y'all want to be proposed to?
I want everybody
on a horse
to
and carriage.
Okay, I want a grand gesture.
Not to me. I would like to come out the bathroom from brushing my teeth and washing my face and making myself look like I look perfect in the morning, even though I don't. And then just come out and he'll be there in the morning like, babe, will you marry me?
So just the two of you.
So you want the private
just
moment.
us two in the morning.
But somehow being filmed.
But somehow being filmed, yes.
Like, I need evidence.
With his phone on the other side.
That would be terrible if he had a ring in one hand and the phone filming in the other.
And then I'm like, no.
You want to hear me?
Now, a horse and carriage ride.
Okay.
Do Central Park.
I think that's sweet.
You're not allergic to animals, right?
No, I want that.
That's it?
Yeah, well, that was always like my little thing that I wanted, a horse and carriage ride through Central Park, and finally I got it last year for my birthday.
Somebody proposed?
No.
Oh.
Just the horse and carriage ride. Just the horse and carriage ride.
Engaged?
But
they are?
Heck yeah, I took my kids. It was like $130.
Oh, no, yes.
And like it was cold. I was like, we ain't doing this no more. This is a ride around all
Grand opening, grand closing.
My ass. Y'all better go to the carnival.
But because there's like this long, I don't know, you know, when you go on it, they tell you all the movies and the this and the that, but there's like this long, like, pathway with the trees and it just looks so romantic and stuff. Like, I would love that. Okay. Like you said, with some
so
cameras.
You have it all planned out.
So if you're listening, anybody
wants to propose, hit me on Instagram.
Right.
Slide in my DM.
What about your proposals that you've had?
Those don't even count because niggas was like, here. Like, fuck?
Here, we getting married.
Yeah, my other marriages, those don't count. I deleted them from out of my history. Shit. Think I didn't. I got the coochie stained. Everything is gone. They don't exist.
She said stained.
Yeah, because you gotta get rid of the
coochie over the dry cleaner.
We don't talk. Hello, ain't no communication. So like with me, I think what would be lit is just like, honestly, That's some ratchet ass shit. I would like to be arguing, but not arguing. Be like, yo, you get
in the middle of a
fucking
debate.
nuts. Like
We're trying to get things different this time around, Mo.
No, don't be like that because I don't want you to be the representative and be like, oh, baby, I just can't wait to marry you and give you the world, and then they don't give you shit. But I want her to be like, yo, why don't you shut the fuck up and marry me? Be like, oh.
I don't know if this sounds like a great...
I don't know, child. Because you know,
that sounds like a Puerto Rican proposal.
I thought you were going to say a porn.
Okay, papi.
But it's like everything on Instagram, like it's so, you know, like people will be like going places and a big old balloon will pop and there'd be all these rings that fall out and then the one ring that fits, he'll be like, close your eyes and raise your hand and the balloon will pop and little people, kids come out and they be dancing and throwing candy. Oh, that's so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We got the lollipop kids.
But like, I think something Liddy would be, like if it's from the heart, not just like feel obligated because...
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want an obligation or like I really wish I could reboot my life again because
you can. You doing it right now.
Yeah, I am. Well, yeah, that's why all that other stuff don't count.
And I feel like no matter what, there's a lot of things that happen in our lives that are unfortunate and is you still here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all lessons learned, like life lessons. Some of those life lessons are hard.
Learned.
Yeah, and it just make you a stronger person and make you more aware of who you are, what you want, what you don't want. Because I always feel like knowing what you don't want is just as important as knowing what you do want.
That's one of the things I didn't know what I didn't want. It was just always like, all right, that's what's up. Because I was always so busy. I never really had time to concentrate on myself. So now I see.
Right.
But she also said she's a relationship person. So sometimes people, they just stay because
And my parents been married forever. So it was just like, that's what I looked up to. I never saw the things that I accepted. I don't understand how I accepted that. I never saw that. I never saw I never heard my parents curse. Never saw them drink. Never saw them smoke. Never saw them fight. I never saw that. Even when one time, now that we think back to it, like one time my mom was putting my dad out, but she did it at night while we were asleep. She packed his bags and put it by the door. And he was like, nah, I'm not hanging out with my friends no more. He cut it off that day. Wow. And he said when he saw the way he hurt her, he said he would never do that again. You know what I'm saying? Because his dad walked out of their life. So it's just like, oh, okay, well, good. That's not what's happened to me. Child.
Right.
Every man is not built like that.
Yeah.
I never saw that. So my parents just celebrated like 400 years of marriage. It's like they don't make them like that no more. My dad, like he texted me, he was like, I adore your mother. And I'm like, okay, Dad, I think you capping because you just trying to make me jealous. All right, y'all been married forever. All right, if you times my, it is what it is. But it's just like they're still goals to me. They're real.
And you make
goals.
those marriage and wedding songs, damn it.
I know, and I can keep
really
it down. Sheesh, you feel me? But it's all good because at least I know that I tried, and you know what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a bad
with the wrong
thing.
people.
You know, I always felt like by now I'd be on my third marriage.
Child, you ever been married before?
No, I haven't.
But she doesn't want to get married, so.
For real?
I'm not pressed about it. Like it ain't a priority to me. But in my head when I was younger, I was always like, okay, by the time I'm this age, I'll be married.
Yeah, we've all done that.
Yeah, we all think
Planned
that because that's what you feel like
and-
it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
2 years ago, it was like my life goals. I'm going to be married in one day. Tomorrow, I'm getting married. Today, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I'm good on
that. I don't want to get married.
Because it's not how it used to be or what it's cracked up to be. I could tell you that. But
I'd rather have
did
a
the right
best
things for
friend.
the
I'd
wrong.
rather find somebody that's going to be my best friend and really be in love with them and not have to put a time limit on when we're going to get married and all the other crap. Then rush into getting
That's
married.
what it is too. Social media puts pressure on it because it's like it seems like everybody's having a baby,
Right.
Everybody's getting married,
If I
everybody's
see
getting $1 million.
another Gender reveal or baby bump.
I'm like, you don't just have that baby and let it get there.
Child.
I believe in divorce, so I don't mind how many times I get married. Like if I get married,
but divorce is tough, man. Don't nobody
It's
want
harder
to
to
have
get out
to do
than it
that
is
if
to
you
get
don't.
no, I'm just saying, like, I don't think that I would be devastated if
If it didn't work.
Yeah, if it didn't work,
Yeah.
it would be like
For me, it would
all
be
right.
so hard because
me.
you can't get divorced in front of God. The first person you marry is the person you're going to be married to forever.
I don't really believe in it like that. I mean,
You
that's
should
not-
get married with the intention of thinking this is it.
No,
With that
listen, but-
intention.
No, I don't. But honestly, I've seen too many people stay past this expiration time if that wasn't the right decision for them. And it's just like you're wasting more of your life. So I'd rather you just get divorced and try again. I mean, I know the God thing, but I'm not the most you know, like I'm not invested in it in that spiritual way. It's more of like
I think once somebody break their vows, that's when it's dead to you, because it's supposed to be rich or poor, sickness and health, life, death, money, broke.
That's a lot.
Right.
It's a lot
For
of
me,
things.
it's
You just
like-
like, and
It's a
then
lot
you
of
give those
things.
vows, and you
Imagine
not
all those things go wrong.
facts, and they have,
And they
it's just like you
do,
just
right.
gotta. Then you gotta. Then it's just like, let's talk about some real shit. Then you gotta, once you make those vows to God, and then somebody break that, you just like, wait, I'm supposed to stay with you. You lied to God? Fuck me.
Right.
You lied to God, my nigga. So then you just have to. Then you have to pick up them pieces, and then when you have children involved,
That's
you
a
have to
whole
think
nother
about
layer.
that. So it's just like, you know what, you dead to me. Honestly, that's why I believe in divorce. Because at first, like, I'm never gonna get divorced. I'm gonna work it out. But then I realized I'm working on something like this. Niggas
working
don't
by
even have
yourself.
no plans for you or no real goals. They just want to marry you because they don't want nobody else to have you.
Right.
Hello.
That's so
Right.
selfish.
Right.
Yes.
You feel me? So
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah, I'm off that. I'm so leveled up. I'm just like, I might as well marry God next.
Will you be mine?
Yes,
That's true.
Jesus.
Have you ever filmed yourself having sex?
Filmed? Of course. Everyone has, right? But not my face. Hello.
Okay.
Just
all right.
no
that
face,
is-
no case?
That,
Yeah.
Gigi's like, my face all in the shit. So
For real?
I
be too
I put it in
scared.
my own phone though.
Yeah.
that's
Own
even
archive.
worse.
I'm
That
scared
shit
because
really
my
could
kids
get
be like,
hacked.
and then you got games on your phone. Mommy.
I don't know what
Man,
game this
holla
is,
at
but she
you.
look just like you.
I be like, no, I was playing.
I was praying. I was just praying.
Don't you got your own phone,
Yes.
little boy?
Yeah, the kids always want to play on your phone. No,
And I ain't got no games on my phone.
So, but Gigi, you don't be scared somebody gonna hack your shit?
I ain't got
or-
no kids either.
You do have a kid.
She ain't no kid.
I know, but she,
Grown-ass
you know,
woman.
you said that shit like you ain't have no
Because I ain't
kid.
got no little kids.
baby, no,
that's
my
gonna
kids
be
be
in
on my phone.
phone.
Be like, what's this? No,
Scared of somebody gonna hack my phone?
Yeah. And see your video. Would you be devastated or would you be like okay with
No,
it?
she
I
be
would,
like,
I know that shit
I'm
lit.
proud of my flicks.
Pornhub,
They look
cut
good.
me a little check.
Right. Look at that. Who won
See,
it?
that's what. That's
who
the
buying?
thing. She probably looked great on camera. Me, I always joke about this. I'm like, I be thinking I look good, and then I watch it back and be like, bitch, you look like a walrus. The fuck?
Bitch, I know I be looking crazy. That shit be because ain't no way, like when they be like, this
Right.
feels so good. No, fuck
Yeah.
that. I want my wig to be over there, my ass to be over there, and some shit laying right there. Fuck you mean?
Some shit laying right
But Lil Mo, we do appreciate you. Listen, we love you so much.
Yes, we do.
Thank
Yes.
you.
And we really appreciate you for coming through. You said, I seen you when I was at the Breakfast Club and I was like, you gotta come back and do lip service. And you kept your word. As soon as I hit you, was like, when you need me, I'm gonna be there.
You know the
And we're gonna
vibes.
see you a lot more. So I'm looking forward to that. Look at her.
Yeah, because we neighbors and stuff. So.
Oh,
Yup.
yes. You and Gigi in Atlanta.
Yep.
So,
I
and
told-
L'Oreal.
and
So you'll
L'Oreal.
see her out there too.
Facts.
But we're happy to see you every time I see you on social media. Double tap that picture because you are looking
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
As I've
Yes.
told you. So I'm happy to see you in a better space. I'm happy to see you happier.
Thank you.
Doing your music, on
Thank
tour,
you.
everything. But you always been doing that. And you always been working. And I will say that it ain't like you dropped off and wasn't doing nothing. You always been out
Always
here
been.
working
But just
and
imagine
grinding.
having to work through like
All of that.
all of that.
Yeah.
Like drugs, depression. Like I get on stage, I just realized I was just like, yo, I was going through some hell, but I was going out there killing on stage and then go home, take off my makeup, and I'd be like, I don't even want to be me. But I realized that, just like I said with the marriages and everything, I didn't realize what I wanted. Now I realize what I want. Now I'm unstoppable. So just delete everything from 20 years ago.
Delete all
This
that
new
shit.
me, she lit, and we leveled up, and it's just like
Girl,
I'm
and the
glad
glow
that.
up is real.
Thank
you.
you.
Look amazing.
Cause you used to see me in Philly. I know you probably like, the fuck going on? But it used to be what Ridge Capital,
Yeah,
everything. So
yeah,
it's just like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like just for people that saw me out here in these streets to see me like leveled up now, just for the genuine people and the real people that I'm around. That's why when you call, I'll pull up because you're a real one. There's some people I'll be like, no, I'm cool. Cause you just want to get some
you just
numbers.
wanna be in my business.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, because you see we doing numbers now of a sudden, but it's just like I'm glad for the glow up. I'm glad that honestly, this time last year, like I would, matter of fact, did I come here last year? Was it this time last
You
year?
did
Well, I was
our
at the
live
Breakfast Club.
show
Yeah.
before too on
And I was high as shit, high as a giraffe's ass. Like before I would step out the house, I would have to mentally,
Medicate.
And I was just like, I'm glad I don't have to do that no more. And I'm glad that it got to a point where my life was on the line, and it was either you run for your life or, you know what I'm saying, your kids grow up and either be orphans or out here in these streets. And so I ran for my life, and everybody, why you so hyped up about your manager? I'm like, yo, he right there, he saved my fucking life. So anywhere can and have the opportunity to spread positivity, love, sex. And I still believe in love after all I've been through.
Yes,
After
I
all
can
I've
see.
been through, I
Sure.
still believe in it. Like it's going to find me one day because I know how to find it. I just be trying to find it in people and they don't know it's there and it's within them. But I had to find it in myself. My real name is Cynthia Loving. So how the fuck I'm going out here spreading love to everybody else and not find it within myself? So I found it within myself. I took that time off and now it's litty and I'm singing all these bitches under the table.
That's right.
You feel me?
And you got some great content for your music. So.
Yeah, because I got the pop movement, which is the power of the pussy. And everybody like, oh, trust me.
Come on, POP.
Yes, POP. Yes.
We
That's
believe in that.
We all
Yes,
we
we
got.
do.
For real,
That's
it's
what we
like the
got.
women's empowerment. And it's like, I got Thelma Louise, which I mentioned. It's because that's about women's empowerment. And I have my Savage Heart. Because it's like people, I see so many people out here, I say selling pussy. And I don't mean it like, hey, give me $20 or $40 in an Uber. I mean, you have to realize that's our power.
Yeah.
As long as you have a pussy, you should always have a place to live.
Right.
You should always have, you know what I'm saying? You should never be broke. You know what I'm saying? But not only that, you should always have a coin. And it's not selling. It's just like sometimes you gotta, the vagina monologues is what empowered me a lot. It's just like you gotta realize that.
You gotta realize the power
Your
that you
power.
hold.
And it's just like, just because I'm a woman doesn't mean that I'm lesser. Bitch, I'm powerful because without us, y'all niggas ain't
Wouldn't
got
be
no
here.
DMs to slide in.
We more powerful.
No, you wouldn't even
Hello?
be here. You came out of one.
Facts.
Never forget it.
Well, I had 5 C-sections, but
You carried
so
it.
that thing's still tight like a team. Don't come in my DMs. No, I'm just kidding.
And you're carrying it well, honey.
Thank
carried
you.
it
Well, on
Thank
that
you.
note, Lil Mo.
And we gotta catch one of the set it offs.
Oh, yes. We were just
Set it
talking
off
about
live.
that.
Cause the tour, let me know which one y'all want to come to. Come to all of them. You
I'm
in
coming
LA?
to Atlanta.
No, I'm here.
Yeah,
Here?
Atlanta. We
In New
gonna-
York now.
Wouldn't pull up Atlanta. That
You said
is
there's not one in New York?
I
There's not
think it's
one in
what
it?
they. I think they had
Philly.
it like to.
It's Philly.
Yeah, it's Philly, and they had New York on hold, but it's just like trying to work all that stuff out. But I know Atlanta is
like 3 times.
February 23rd. It's 4 shows. I
Oh,
think it's
4,
like the
yeah.
21st through the 23rd, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, pop
We
out
coming.
or
Alice is coming to town, and I'm gonna be on your line, and
Yeah.
we going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Set it
Yeah.
off, y'all.
Yeah, for the
Which
set it
and
off
I
in
play
Atlanta, for
Frankie,
sure.
so I'm like,
Yeah.
calm down. I
can't wait.
I get in my bag. Y'all think I can sing? Wait till y'all see me as a thespian. No cap.
I
All
can't
right,
wait. I
Little
can't
Mo,
wait.
thank you so much.
Thank
Lip
you.
service.